Hi guys, Mary here. Today is Wednesday, January 12th, 2022. And this video is going to start off a little different. I want to share a new tool that I have in my toolbox for depression. And I researched red light and infrared light therapy as a way to get some light into my skin, because I used to live in the Caribbean for over 11 years, and I just didn't have issues with depression like I have here. So I decided to get one of these red light, near infrared light. I'll show you. It's a panel. So it's a panel, and you can hang it lengthwise. You can hang it so it goes over you. But oops. But I really, at first I thought it was a bunch of hooey, but after doing the research, there's many clinical trials, and it really does work for many things. For me, I got it for seasonal affective disorder, but it's also been beneficial to my skin. It helps with insomnia. It helps pain and inflammation. People with traumatic brain injuries, fatigue, all kinds of stuff, nerve issues. And it works on the mitochondria of the cell, which is the powerhouse of the cell. And that's why it helps the skin, because it increases collagen production. Now, that's not going to happen right away. You have to do it consistently every day for a month or two before you see any big results. But I've only been using it for about 10 days straight, and I feel so much better. Obviously, I'm not sick anymore, so I feel better physically that way. But I know this red light therapy is working, and you can find them on Amazon. You can pay over $1,000 for one of these units. Some of the podcasts and YouTube videos are really to sell the units, and they sell like the Juve, which is very pricey. But you can go on Amazon and buy a lower wattage, but if you sit in front of it, the Juve you sit in front of for 10 minutes, maybe 15. I first got a 45 watt, and I was sitting in front of it for 20 to 30 minutes, and it was so small I had to keep moving around, and I don't have all day to sit in front of a light. So I exchanged it for a larger unit, which is the one that I showed you, and that's a 60 watt. So I don't have to sit as close or for as long. So I do maybe 15 minutes each side, and then I'm done. But I do it while I'm having my coffee. I meditate in front of it. It feels great. You have to wear eye protection if you're like 6 inches close to it. You want to protect your eyes, although some people say it's good for the eyes as well, but I think that's in 90-second intervals. So I just wanted to pass that on. You can check it out on Amazon. If you have any questions, let me know. But I am a firm believer that red light and near infrared light therapy works. Okay. All right, so let's do a reading. I'm going to start with this stuff. So this is a reading for whenever you see this video, but it is the 12th of January. Lots of chaos going on in the world. Remember to stay an observer. Think about transmuting the energy and not taking it in, okay? Wow. So the first 2 cards up are new partner and wedding. So some of you out there may be meeting someone new. You may be meeting a soulmate, and it may be someone who wants to make a commitment to you, possibly marriage. And for others of you who are married, it may be that you're just recommitting to your significant other. It may be a chance meeting. It may be surprising to you. It's funny when you let go of trying to find love, that's when you like run into somebody. That's when it happens because you're content where you are and you love yourself, knowing that if you don't love yourself, you really can't offer it to anyone else, right? Okay. And then we have spiritual support. So you're being guided. You're being supported, protected. I feel like for some of you that there's an ancestor around you that is guiding you. Definitely my mom is around me right now. So I think that they're just trying to help us through these chaotic times, which is just the systems breaking down. Remember, I told you that that was going to happen. And it's a process, so it's not going to be quick. I believe that things will start to rebuild around 2025. So as we watch these things fall apart, you want to stay the observer and really transmute the energy. Remembering that you are the light, right? And you're an important person here on the planet. And it doesn't mean you have to do anything special. You just have to be. And then we have rebirth. So a lot of you have gone through breakups. I know many of you that I've read for have gone through divorces or separations, breakups, not with just romantic partners, but also friendships and family members as you increase your vibration and you're just not resonating at the same frequency, which can be difficult. It's number 33. 3 plus 3 adds up to 6, and 6 is a number of, for me anyway, it's a number of harmony, balance, serenity, and it's a rebirth. So you're coming out of, the embers or the ashes, and you are being reborn. So you're going through a huge transformation. Many people are going through a huge transformation. And sometimes it takes these tower moments, like hitting rock bottom, in order to wake us up. Unfortunately, that's what happened to me, and that's what happened to some of my friends. So if that's you, you're going through a rebirth or a transformation. So hang in there. Another card. I've been studying for my nursing boards. Wow, there's a lot of new medications out there that I didn't know. It's amazing. If you don't use it, you lose it. I haven't worked as a registered nurse in 12 years. And you usually specialize. I worked in the operating room and the recovery room. It's now called PACU. But, I wasn't an OB nurse, although we did do C-sections. I wasn't a child care nurse. I wasn't a geriatric nurse, a psych nurse, community health. There's so many subjects, you have to know them all. So it's been interesting. I'm enjoying it though. I love to learn, and I'm enjoying realizing what I remember, like answering quizzes, but I don't even know how I remember it. So anyway, I guess I learned something. All right, we have fire, dragons, and strength. So this is about taking action. It's about taking an action step towards what it is that you want. We can put all the intentions out that we want and then trust that the universe is going to bring it to us. But we do have to meet the universe halfway by taking an action step. So you're strong enough to do that. You have the confidence. You have the desire and the willpower. So I feel like many of you are going to be taking an action step. To be honest, I don't see a lot of people doing much before February. I feel like this month of January is a time of, it's kind of the planning stages, but even doing the planning is an action, right? Okay, and then we have as above, so below, heaven and earth. What this, sorry about my necklace. What this card says to me is our thoughts create our reality. So what you're thinking creates your reality. Remembering that our reality is a hologram that we're projecting moment by moment by moment by moment, like super fast. And we project that by the choices that we make, by the thoughts that come in, by paying attention to what we're telling ourselves. And we do that through meditation and really listening. And then if you don't like what you're telling yourself, turn it around. So I catch myself saying, oh my God, how am I going to pass this thing? And then I'm like, wait, stop. You're going to pass. You're going to pass the boards. And of course, my action is to study. I have to study. You know, there's some things you just have to know. So as above, so below is really telling us, and Spirit is saying, pay attention to your thoughts, your words, your deeds, and your choices. Because in order to be on the higher timeline, and it's really coming to a head, I mean, if you'll notice that there's a lot of distraction by the mainstream media right now. And they want you to be in fear, and they want you to be really 3D. But 5D is already here if you know how to access it. And that's through being kind, unconditional love. I can tell you that I do the best I can. I wake up every morning and I say, Spirit, just, work through me, help me to be of service, help me to receive service, and help me to stay in 5D as much as I possibly can, although I'm, vacillating in and out. But living here, it snowed the other day a lot, like maybe, I don't know what it was, 4 to 6 inches. My car was covered in snow. And I finally decided to go out there and scrape it off. And when I got out there, someone else did it for me. The entire car brushed off, windows scraped, looked fabulous. I didn't know who to thank. And then the following day, I put my trash out, meaning to grab it, because we have to drive our trash down the street. I mean, I could walk, but it's cold. So I put the trash out because there was food in it, it was getting a little smelly, and I just put it out next to my door. And I was going to grab it on my way out, throw it in my car, drop it off on the way to the bank. But when I got out there, it was gone. Somebody had taken it for me. This is just, to me, it seems like little tiny things, but this is living in 5D to me. My reality is amazing. Even though stuff's going on in the world, and yes, I feel bad about it. Yes, I'm praying for them. But I also know that there's a plan, and it's all part of the plan. So you need to rise above it and also help to transmute the energies, which I do every day. But I guess what I'm saying is what you put out is what you get back. And what I did the snow day, I felt like making soup because I was cold. So I made this huge pot of soup. I brought some of it to my son's house, and then I brought some to my next door neighbor and some to the guy downstairs. So kindness begets kindness, right? And I think that's what as above, so below kind of means, at least to me. All right, let's see what else we have here. Shaman, trust in higher forces. So trust in your higher power, whatever that is for you. Trust in the fact that energy is coming into the planet right now, and it's really strong. I've been getting some, side effects of ascension that's never happened to me before. One interesting thing is tooth pain. Now, there's nothing wrong with my teeth. I've been to a dentist. I get them cleaned. I have no problems. Get x-rays. So don't put that in the comments. I know what it is. I know it's an ascension symptom. teeth pain, and then a shiver going right down my whole body, only it's only on one side. So we're being downloaded, we're being upgraded, we're being up leveled. And it's all part of the ascension, which is not always easy. It's not always easy. But just trust that we're where we're supposed to be, whatever's happening. Okay. Right here. I was going to do some tarot, but I don't know. I'm loving these oracle messages today. Maybe I'll pull. Spiritual gifts, Archangel Raziel. I call on him whenever I do a Reiki session or energy healing. He comes in and helps me. This is Archangel Raziel. You can call him in if you're working on your spiritual gifts, which are becoming stronger and stronger. You're getting more and more intuitive as this energy comes into the planet. And it says, thank you, Raziel, for helping me to channel my gifts and talents. Speaking of channelers, I did want to mention a red flag that I've come across. When I was sick, I had a lot of downtime. So I was watching some YouTube channels, and I noticed that there's a lot more channelers out there than there was even a year ago. So I just want you to please be discerning. Just from experience, when I channel, I get little like words or phrases or like clues, like pictures that I have to like figure out or decipher. If someone is channeling an entire paragraph of information, you have to ask yourself what's really going on. And also, some of these beings can maybe not be what they appear to be. So I'm not trying to be negative about other channelers. I'm just saying to please be discerning. Pay attention to how your heart feels, how your emotion feels, and if you're getting any red flags. That's all I'm going to say about that. But Raziel reminded me that I was supposed to talk about channeling. I get these little messages to share with you, and then it doesn't seem enough to do a whole video on, and then try to remember it when I come on here. Okay, so I'll pull a couple tarot cards. What the heck, right? Okay. Oh, we have the 10 of Cups, wish fulfillment. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You are working towards your wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, having all of your cups full. Whatever intention you put out that you're taking action towards this month, it will bring wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. You may have a choice to make. This is the 2 of Swords. Some of you, I feel like, are coming out of denial of a situation and maybe seeing it for what it truly is. And it may not be for your highest good. So you may have to make a decision or let something go in order to move forward. So let's pull another card. I'm supposed to go to the doctor today, but they canceled. I just wanted a regular doctor's appointment for a checkup. It's been years. Okay, now we have the 7 of Cups. So for some of you, this is a feeling of being overwhelmed, not quite knowing which way to move forward, which way to go. So you may have some options. What I'm getting is that once you let go of what no longer serves you and you make this choice, you're going to have a lot of options available to you. For some of you, this may be overwhelming because you're not quite sure which way to go. Spirit is saying, know what it is that you want. You have to know what you want in order to get it. So you may have to journal or something to know what it is that you want specifically. The more specific you can be, the easier it is for the universe to bring it to you. But I feel a little confusion for some of you, so try to clarify. Oh, don't worry, the sun's out. This is the outcome for you. So you're going to get clarity on the situation. You'll know which opportunity to seek. But again, you have to let go of something that doesn't serve you, or the opportunity may not present itself to you. So try to really work on that this month, okay? So that looks really great. All right, let's end the reading with Keepers of the Light to see what energy surrounds us right now. I'm being told you are the light. So somebody needed to hear that. We have Mother Mary again, always with me. Love and peace. Remember, in these times of chaos, as systems crumble, you can still be in 5D and have an amazing life. You don't have to get into the drama. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means that you're putting yourself first. And let's face it, you can't make change on this planet until you change yourself. You have to work on yourself. That if we all did that, can you imagine the utopia we would have? So it says, let go of the need to be right, choose peace, mother healing is possible at this time. So you don't always have to be right. You know, I'll tell you, the older I get, the more I realize that the best thing to do is to just be quiet. You know, and sometimes when you're quiet, first of all, that can really irritate the person that wants to argue with you or wants to create drama in your life. But sometimes the best response is no response, and you don't have to be right. You might know you're right, and that's what's right for you. But I'm learning in this multidimensional reality that there's more than one truth, and there's more than one right. There's your right, there's other people's right, there's your truth, there's other people's truths. And, you know, if you love yourself, you know yourself, you don't have to prove anything to anybody, right? Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. My necklace is driving me nuts. I hope that you have a great day, a great week. I'm sending you much love, and I'll see you next time. Namaste. Oh, please hit the like button and subscribe. Some of my subscribers are not hitting the little bell, and they're saying, you know, where are your videos? And I'm recording videos pretty much once a week, maybe a little bit less than that, but I couldn't figure out why that was happening. So, okay, thanks so much, guys. See you next time. Take care.